Alrighty. Lovely to see you.
So I'm determined to, like, every solo concert week, I'm determined to play a Ghibli piece.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I found another one that I want to try and learn, but we don't have the notes for it yet.
Okay.
Yet is
Yet.
the word.
Yes,
It's
it's
the power of
a very
yet.
good
It's the power
word.
of yet.
Exactly. I went through all the lessons that we've had, and I think that today is number 30 of the year.
Which is enough. We don't want to have any more.
Would you like me to tell you how many you pay for?
Yes, exactly.
You pay for 33.
Okay.
And so we have the 12th and the 19th, so I will owe you one.
Okay.
I haven't checked on my phone because I don't feel like I did, but it's all been so messed up.
And you will see what invoices I need, because I do have actually 2 invoices from you. One is for September to December.
Yeah.
And January to March.
Yeah.
And another one also from that January to March, and I'm not sure which I have paid and which I haven't.
Okay, I will look
So
at
I
the
need-
invoice situation.
Yeah, I need you to check that for me if you don't mind.
Okay, I do not mind. Cool. Okay, let's start with tonalisation, please.
It's today the 5th of July.
Nice finger action. Come on track 2, please. Beautiful tone. Track 2, please. Really good, Lyla. Well done. So your finger action's looking much better. Do you remember what I mean by that?
The things.
Yes, well done. Can you just talk me through it? What are we trying to do as we come up the bow?
Like squeeze kind of.
Yeah, that's not squeeze, but like bend more, and then what happens?
And then like unbend.
Yeah, so start the movement as your elbow is coming down. That's when your fingers go around the corner, so that then you start the movement with your fingers after the elbow, so that it's super smooth because it goes elbow fingers. Yeah. So that you can finish off here and start. So it's not really elbow fingers, it's like they call it a figure of 8 because it's kind of impossible to say who's doing what first. But as you come up, your fingers are extending so that when your elbow starts to go down, so now I'm dropping my elbow, my fingers finish off the bow, and then you can join on the down bow that's already started here.
Why is it called a figure of 8?
Because it's like, when you think about the whole bow, the elbow's going first.
So the 8 is here.
I must go back to the person who calls it the figure of 8.
Yeah.
Anyone watching online who would like to weigh in on the comments, please do. Because I don't really think a finger action happening very much at the tip. Like, I mean, you need flexible fingers. I think that's what they mean though, is that you kind of like, you're helping the end part, that, and then here, obviously you've extended your fingers because you're at the tip, so you can start it by picking up with the fingers. I think that's what they mean. But some people are also talking about that the figure of 8 is like, so as you're coming up, your fingers are finishing here by going up so that your elbow goes down. So that's like the figure of 8.
Oh, okay. And
But then it doesn't go round and round. So it's not actually a full figure of 8 if you think about that. But that doesn't mean that that's not what people mean.
And I have a question about your pinky finger. Are you aiming for it to touch the bow all the time?
Most of the time, yeah.
Brilliant.
Occasionally, like if you're doing like sautier, it might come off because it doesn't have to, but it's going to be so soft that it just kind of
Like in
blobs around.
Perpetual Motion.
Yeah. And if you're right at the tip, like if you're doing a tremolando, you can keep it on because it's kind of a whole arm shiver, the tremolando, but also therefore you can take it off because it's not adding anything.
Okay.
But certainly, like in the lower half, you always want your little finger on.
Yeah,
Once
because
when
it's
I was younger,
steadying the
Yeah.
Once when I was,
intricacy of
like,
the movement.
Exactly.
Like 6 and I just started playing the violin.
Mhm.
I went and I saw someone like playing the violin with her pinky like this, but like for the whole piece, and it was
Yeah.
like legato, and I was like, even I know not to do that. And I was only playing for like a month, so like
Yeah.
really tiny, you were so
Yeah,
tiny.
it's not. I mean, and the other thing is then, sorry.
But somehow she
Oh,
made it not
nice.
sound horrible.
Well, the thing is about technique is it's possible to see demonstrations of people playing absolutely brilliantly with technical problems. When someone says to you, it's impossible to do it like this, it's not, it's just harder. So if you want to put the extra time in, wasted extra time into making it sound beautiful without using your full finger. Like if someone came and they'd been born or they'd lost a finger, born without
They
a
would
finger,
still be
they'd
able to play the
I would
violin.
of course not say to them, no, it's impossible for you to play the violin. But, you know, it's going to be harder for them. So this person has basically like made it harder for themselves, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. And then whole like folk music,
Can't
you
hold the bow
often
like
you
that.
don't really use finger flexibility. So most of it is like that with a straight thumb.
How do you hold the bow like that? It slides off.
Yeah. Well, you keep it on the string to yeah.
No, I mean the
Okay.
fingers slide off.
Okay. So let's do our. Maybe that's a bit too fast up. Okay, so you need to be super near the heel. Good. So start curled. Good. Not wrist. Good. Beautiful, Lyla. Try and go faster. Good, let's just rearrange this a second before you continue.
She wants it to end.
Yes, I know. Thump, bum, 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 bum. Also sounds much nicer like that. Try and make the bows a bit bigger with your fingers. Yeah, that's like even quite a reasonable thing to listen to now.
Reasonable.
Reasonable. That's really good. Yay! So much better than it was last week though, well done. Would you like a sticker?
Yeah.
You know what Hannah said to me when she was thinking about gifts to buy you? She said, well, Lyla likes rainbows and unicorns, doesn't she? And I was like, no, Lyla really doesn't. And she was like, but every week she's like, can I have a rainbow unicorn sticker? And I'm like, yeah, she's taking the mic. Don't buy her a rainbow unicorn anything. She'll be so upset. See, some things don't come across very well on Zoom. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
It's like the part from Paranorman when he thinks that he's kissing the dog's face, but he's not.
Do something, please.
You mean the part because he sees ghosts and then he doesn't, so he kisses the dog's butt because he can't see the face.
Oh, what?
Because the dog died, but he's like a ghost, and then the kid can see ghosts, but he can't see ghosts. Yeah.
Lovely. Can you put your violin down and show me the finger action in there? Yeah, maybe put it on that chair. We should actually get a load of hooks put up.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, that's so much better. Let's show Mum. So it's got much more upright rather than just out and in. Whoop, hold it properly to start with. Yeah, that's staying really in the middle of my tube there. Some of the time.
I think it's also that my
Good,
arm is
well
moving
done,
while
yeah.
I do it. So.
No, that's really good, sweetheart. Well done. Okay, so let's do tonalisation one more time. And the thing that I really want you to think about, it's a bit like when we first started to do really, really careful legato, even though you weren't doing finger action. Do you remember where is the most tricky bit to keep the change of bow at the heel most beautiful? What added thing makes it more tricky?
They have to go slower up the hill. Oh, the non-crunchiness. So you're gonna go like
What am I
string
doing?
crossing.
String crossing.
I knew it.
Exactly. So
First
when we
try.
have this one, you've got to add in this. So let's just do some windscreen wipers. So this is not out and in like this. This is just the stick. Okay, so get your bow hold and keep it perfect.
Boom.
And then do your windscreen wipers. That's it. Can you come over more? Imagine you're a clock. 2 o'clock? 10 o'clock? 2 o'clock? Okay, show me what the clock hand looks like when it's 2 o'clock. Thank you. And 10 o'clock. Yes. Ooh. Okay, so please add that to your exercises. So you can drop writing your name because that's the least useful of the exercises. But keep the fatter than a caterpillar, which you can now do fatter than a caterpillar, not just fatter than a fatter catter, whatever we want to use it. And keep doing these in the tube, yeah, and then add in the windscreen wipers. So can you just do up bow? That was not a nice one. And think about really making sure make sure your finger's ready before you tip over to the A. Yeah, otherwise you'll hit the A string. That was beautiful, good preparation. I didn't see any finger action. Lovely, that's exactly right. Can you do it half the speed, the finger action? So finger action's not fast.
Well, I didn't do it at all.
So yeah, exactly. As you approach, you're doing
I'm choking to that.
You're doing this. So as you come towards the heel, you've extended your fingers. Oh dear. Can you get water?
Yeah.
Have you got some?
Yes.
I love drowning.
Drowning.
Drowning in air.
Are you actually adding the finger movement to kind of soften the change between? It's a good idea to actually.
It's like the part in Ghost.
Exactly. So as you're going up, you've got a normal bow hold at the middle. Around the balance point, you start to think about extending your fingers, and then you finish the action with your fingers, so that by the time you're here, your elbow can be leading, and your fingers are finishing off there. So it's the figure of 8 thing we were talking about before, where it goes elbow, fingers, but with the extra complication of that windscreen wiper kind of action. No fingers?
From not a bird.
E to A. So extend. Okay, it's just far too fast. Okay, let's just make it slow-mo. Good. It just didn't look quite like you were in this shape when you were onto the A string. So perfect. Start to extend. And then finish it off by pulling up so that, yeah, exactly. Go along.
You are curling it so that you can actually extend it again on the way down, right?
Well, it doesn't really extend when you start to go down. Then you've just got that good bow hold that you got back.
Okay.
So perfect. Curved, 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 curved. Extend. No, extend all the way to the E string. Extend. Right. Extend is long, yeah, and curl is short. Okay. Perfect. No, don't do it too early. Perfect. 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 Extend your fingers, curl your fingers, and go around the corner. That's it. So that by the time you get to the heel, everything just follows. It's not symmetrical. You don't extend, curve, extend, curve. So it's not symmetrical. Yeah? You're extending so that you can curve to start it and then just go because your elbow's taken over.
So your hand can stay curved actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Slow, 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 slow. Extend, curve round. That's better. Try and get the curve to be in the fingers. Extend and curve and bring around. That's it. So, well done. So as you come to the heel, when you start the down bow, you just touch the down bow by curving the fingers, and then that's when you go down. Extend, curve to go round. You're nearly there. You're just not getting the going round the corner with the fingers. The going round the corner is just happening with the wrist coming up. So perfect. Curved, curved, curved. Go, 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 go. Extend and go round the corner with your fingers. No, go round the corner with your fingers.
How do I? So like.
That's why we were just doing this. Yeah. Extend. Yeah, and then go. Once you get to the A string, that's when you start the down bow. That was it though. Go again. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Down. Good, much better. You don't have to do the rest of the bow. It's only this part that makes a difference. Let's just do 5 more. So don't start to extend as soon as you move. Go. Extend. Turn around with your fingers. Better. 1. Extend. Curve around with your fingers. No, that was not it at all. Better. 2. Well done. Yes. And then don't push with your fingers to start the down bow because that's the elbow. Yeah? 3. Extend, curve, go down.
Your elbow is bringing it down, yeah. So on the way down, it's actually the hand stays curled, right?
Yeah, that's so much better. It's just imagine that you're doing E, A. What you want to do is E, A. 2 more. Oh. Slow, slow, slow. Right, think about it. Extend. Bring it round. Good. Yeah, much better. Last one. Don't extend at the middle. Extend. You can do a better one than that to finish us off. Okay, I don't want to hear, because what happens is as soon as you're onto the A string, you do the down bow. Extend, move round, better, much better. Good, well done. Let's see what Simon Fisher has to say about this.
Who?
Simon Fisher. Finger action. Fingers, right. Horizontal movement, vertical movement. Right arm, angle bowing, applying weight, out point, elbow, forearm rotation, in and out, long movements of blah, 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 blah. Changing bow, 9 and 60. because it's not page 60. Good. Smooth connections. Yeah, use only 1 centimetre of bow, playing up and down as slowly as possible, using your fingers. So exactly what we've basically just done. What did I say? 60 and
89.
Sorry, now I've lost it. Oh, whatever. Anyway, yes, he agrees with me, or rather, I agree with him. Grudgingly. Right, good. So please add the E to A with the finger action, the exercise we just did, to your exercises. So your exercises are going to be up and down finger action, the Fatten and Caterpillar, twinkle, E, up bow, to A, down bow, fingers, and the tube.
Yeah.
Great.
You said windscreen wipers.
Oh yeah, and windscreen wipers. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. What would you like to play me? Do you want to have a shake? No? Okay.
Shakes don't really do it for me, you know. I don't really.
I mean, it is important to build habits into your body for when you're older, but also you may not feel a difference, but it will make a difference to your muscles, because if you're constantly in one position, then it's useful to move your body around, even if you don't feel it. How is Veratini going?
Oh. It's
Great.
going well. It's going well.
Yes. Would you like to play it to me with the music or without the music?
Well.
Well. Okay. Start in the middle, please.
How does it start again?
Dum, 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 dum,
There you
dum,
go.
dum.
Keep forgetting how it starts.
Beautiful. Great bowing in the lower half, well done you. A couple of things with the bowing, but we're going to address the chord first of all. You don't need to keep the two down once you're on the top two strings. Watch my two. Can you try? Just that chord. Yeah, and then you can vibrate. Well done. And you want to change the bow from D and A to A and E at the balance point. Yeah?
Which bar is this?
That is bar 21. Really good, well done. Let's play together, and let's have a little look at these bowings first of all. So from here I'm going to play up bow, all in one. they printed it very poorly. It
Oh,
should have been
sorry.
printed so that you can clearly see that that's the same there. So it's like da 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 dum. Just do that for me. And then, yeah, and that's got a dot. So da 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 da.
It's like this part is the same as kinda this like
Sort
this
of.
part.
Sort of. So. Good, one. Two. Go right to the tip. Good. Which of these notes is longest in the up bow? Yeah. Nope. Ah. Good, getting better. Good. Brilliant, well done. Perfect. So, perfect. Now, and then the rest of it I think was just memory. So shall we make all the slurs a colour?
Yeah.
But that does mean that you have to look at the music when you're playing it, because if you just always play it off by heart when you know it, then the notes, then you're not going to learn the bowings. Especially because you can't learn the bowings from the...
Sound from hearing it.
Exactly, from the recording.
I have a
What colour
question.
would you like? Yes.
Brown.
This box that you just did, what bar is it at?
10.
Okay.
Have a seat. In time.
Yes. My shoes feel so tall because it's actually cold enough for me to wear them.
Cold is a strong word.
Cold enough for me to have fashion. The chair shouted at me.
Mm. No. I think that's the bit that was confusing you. Okay, let's try that. One more time. So the repeat, please. See if you can read the bowings.
From where?
The beginning, but for the second time. Just going to stop you, sorry. You need more elbow weight to get the depth and a bit more control in the hand to control the minutiae of where you're doing up bows and lifts and all of those things. More power. Good. Yes. Lovely. Think. Good work. Think. Yeah. Loud. Look at your dynamics. Well done. Now think ahead. Well done, stop. Much better, much better. Lovely bowing. So just do it with the music so that you can see the dynamics and the bowing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So here is where you're going to go from D and A to A and E. Where?
What?
Where are you going to change
bar
from D and
21.
A to A and E? 21 here.
At the balance point, you said that.
Yeah, I did. I wasn't checking whether
Ah.
you had it. I was trying to see if.
Yeah, but I did remember. I mind.
Sorry.
I told her through telekinesis to see it before me. Because I actually.
Release 2 and vibrate on 1. Okay? So I'm going to put that in a box.
Which bar?
From halfway through 19 to the end of 21. So you have 2 boxes there. Good. Now, how are your chords shaping up?
For some reason, this one is better than that one.
Oh, interesting. Is it because you've spent more time on it? Or because you're more worried about it? Or because you like it more?
Maybe because it's like before this one, so I like started it and then
I think you
Maybe.
did spend more time on it, Lyla.
Okay, so can you play me your first exercise, please? Oh, I'm hurt. What did I add? What did I talk to you lots about adding each time last week? I've added it in. I talked to you about it. I've written it in.
I don't know.
Well, read the music then. What have I added in?
What did you add in?
Oh, going. Wait, what?
Okay, what does this say? It doesn't have very much space, but you can work it out.
Oh.
No, we'll notice it. Thank you. On an arbow. On a 2. Okay, so why... I'm a bit sad that you clearly weren't listening very hard when I was talking you through all that, because I feel like I went on and on and on about it. The reason we need the F natural in between each one is because then you practice the shift into second position. Otherwise you're just practicing this. Fine, easy, right? Because you just keep your fingers there. The difficulty is that when you play it in the piece, this is the note before, then you have to shift up a tone and find those notes.
I just forgot that you said that, and then I didn't see it because it's so tiny.
Yes. So. Upper. Good. Upper. Okay. The same thing happens each time, yeah? What's the distance between those 2 fingers? Well done. So. Sorry. No, F natural. Sweetheart. Right, so you have to get the F and then the F sharp. Yeah? Up bow. Good, let's have 5 of those, please. Now get the 1 higher. Go from the F natural again. Okay, I'm going to leave you to this because you need to do the first one the way that I asked you to do it because the foundation's not there because of the shift at the moment.
So how come there isn't a note before this one?
Because if you look at the music, the note before it is just a 3.
Oh yeah. I mean,
There wasn't a shift.
yeah.
Okay, do you want to play the second half with the music or without the music?
With the music because there's bowing and stuff.
Okay. Let me just quickly put your shifts into. Okay. Retake?
Retake it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what.
That was the problem.
That was the
There
problem.
was a retake.
Yeah, but there's like hardly any room for a retake.
Yes, but I did say.
I'm used to I normally shift there. Like to second position, I go.
Okay, well you can do that if you want to. I didn't realise you were going to get that far with it. So then what you need to do, that's great. So then what you need to do here is put it on a 1.
Oh.
But you still need to practice going from that F natural to the F sharp. Okay? Good. Good. It's a 2 and 2 chords. Do you remember what that means when you're talking about chords?
No.
Two strings and then 2 strings.
Oh, so like do.
Yeah. Do. Yeah. And the same for the next one. Let's go from the
Oh.
the one after the big chord. First big
Oh.
Yeah. No. Yes. Oh, there's a down now.
Oh. Oh, that's.
Just gonna check that that burning is not from this burning. No. Hello. Could you just check the stuff from is it burning toast? I think it's from out the back, but I can smell burning something. Thanks. Okay. Let's go from there. No. Yeah. Yes. Good. Okay, let's just do that one more time. You've got to make sure that your 1 is in the right place and your bow is contacting the D with good contact, good stickiness before you go da 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 dum.
With verve.
Yes. Can you just do that for me? No? Just work it out. What's the first note? What note is that? Stop. What note is that?
F sharp.
Where does it say sharp?
Oh, F natural.
Thank you. Down.
I can't remember how this part goes.
Yeah, that's what I want you to read. Down bow. Down. Exactly like that. Good. Crescendo. Down, down, up.
Oh. Oh, that's not like a slurry thing on the top.
Tie.
I thought it was a. Yeah.
Down bow from the F. funny with your bow? Go from there, please. Good. Very good. Well done. Explain the fourth finger rule to me, please.
Forgot what it is.
Well,
You know what it is.
yeah, exactly. When will you use a 4 and when will you use an open string?
Oh, when you don't need to string cross as much, so you don't. Yeah.
10 out of 10 for understanding, 0 out of 10, not 0, 5 out of 10 for explanation. If you can avoid a string crossing by using a 4, do it. If you can't, don't bother.
I actually said it's a 9.9
Don't bother.
out of 10 explanation. So I say 9.9 out of 10.
Somewhere there's
Very
a,
good.
There's
I
a
think you
t-shirt
can
there.
get a credit for that next week if you work hard
Inshallah.
on your boxes and your blowing and your dynamics.
Please, one day.